We are wrapping up a full day here at Bizagi 2018, and I'm here with Steve Kousen of Technatomy, the Chief Technology and Innovation Officer, and you had the opportunity to speak, so we want to talk a little bit about kind of the perceptions that you gathered from the attendees here today, which were very substantial for a brand new technology. But you addressed the crowd from one of the panels, and tell me about what your overall takeaways were.
Yeah, I thought it was very enthusiastic and very engaging. I was very pleased to see the amount of government participation and their embracing of this type of technology. This digital process automation capability does provide some very useful and valuable services to automate a lot of these processes that lend themselves to be automated. And more importantly, at least in my panel, the topic was really around collaboration and communication with workers and all the stakeholders involved. The sponsorship from an executive on top, all the way to the grassroots people who are going to be impacted by these processes. So it's really a digital technology that's not going to replace workers, it's going to complement what they do, and it's going to be working with and for them. So it's really enabling digital workers to do more with less, and I know that's a big budget pressure and a big pressure within the federal government in and of itself. So my focus was around the importance of communication and collaboration within the federal agency. When you automate these business processes, you're going to impact end users. They need to be a part of it. You need to be able to have organizational change management to help shepherd them through this process and make sure that their requirements are being met and that they feel that they can work within the new automation of these processes in a very effective way.
You have crafted for Technatomy a strategy, a solution strategy that incorporates, of course, digital process automation, but also some subject matter expertise and also some other technologies. Tell us about those solution sets and kind of what is the envisioned solution set that you're going to market with at Technatomy.
Right, and I'm really kind of bridging on where Technatomy has successfully implemented projects and services today, and the knowledge that we've gained around that, anywhere from testing services to program and project management services to application development and systems engineering. A lot of those IT core capabilities are really being driven by the mission need. And so it's very, what I'm trying to do is look at the common use cases that have been proven thus far by the use of automation, and now specifically around digital process automation. So it's not just the overall mapping and modeling, that's been done for a while now, but it's really leveraging the new platforms to do it electronically, and then plugging in robotic process automation and even artificial intelligence to make these processes more useful, more valuable, more intelligent, and more impactful to the government worker.
From a government perspective, from the executives that are charged with bringing modernization into their agency, into their department, how do they look at the solution in terms of modernizing technologies, in terms of bundling the constituent parts? How is that best done, and how is that purchased?
Well, I think initially they're looking at it from a business outcome perspective. I think they want to make sure that the mission is being met. I think they're looking at the rationalization of these tools, and they look for us for advising of which ones are prime time and which ones aren't. There's a lot of new entrants in the market. Things are changing very quickly. What used to take 18 months is now being done in 3 months. Vendors are rolling out innovation updates every month. So these products are changing in real time and they're becoming better. And so they look at something that they can kind of build around, a platform, if you will, but what's driving the overall automation capabilities and all these promises of integration of other technologies. Is that really true? Is it really real? So what we've done in Technatomy is develop an innovation lab concept where we can actually prove out how do these work together. Let's test those use cases. Let's make sure that they're actually proving what we're actually saying. And the positive part is that in my research, they are. This is a concept not unlike cloud. When it first came out, people were wary, would the promise of cloud really bring them good operational expense reduction and capital expense reduction? And when you found the right use cases, it did. And so I think government agencies are seeing that and are asking companies like us to help prove that out, make it work for them, and then understand which products to leverage when.
And it's fairly low risk. These can be done in fairly controlled environments with manageable services, and really take big steps then to modernize and move a particular agency forward.
That's right. It's just another one of the areas where the convergence of the technology of cloud and the CPU processing power, the analytics portion of it, the intelligence of the automation, they've come together now at a nice juncture where I think the time is right now where you can actually realistically automate processes that you couldn't do before. You could collaborate among separate components within an agency that you weren't able to do before. So these new emerging technologies are allowing at least the conversation to happen, the collaboration to happen, and the possibilities to happen.
Well, we're going to have plenty of opportunities to talk about specific solutions and how they're being implemented going forward. Steve Kousen of Technatomy, and for all of us associated with the Technatomy webcast from Bizagi 28, downtown Washington, D.C., I'm Todd Schwartzrock. We'll see you next time.